Looks like somebody could be packing or transporting. Maybe somebody works for the post office or Amazon. Somebody could be packing up their place, moving, or transporting storage, emptying out of storage. Let's see. Comfort pet. Maybe somebody has an emotional support animal here. Maybe somebody's hitting the road with their animal, y'all. Yeah, and it's like, I feel like this is definitely like, oh, anxiety at the bottom. So maybe somebody's been on the go, kind of living out of a cardboard box energy, you know, where it's like you and your animal in the truck, kind of like, you know, maybe somebody is a truck driver, or like, I feel like somebody was seeing through an illusion and now they're not. That's something that came out in the first read. So let's see, this is interesting. Somebody could want an emotional support animal, like feeling like, okay, something feels generic. Something feels like maybe somebody has to leave somewhere and maybe they should get a comfort pet. That's another way of reading this. Let's see what's going on here. Why? Hold up. Let me see. I'm going to use this deck here. I want more details here. Why is this person having to leave? Or that's what it feels like. It's like, and they feel like they're going to be poor and they're only going to be able to eat TV dinners, or they're having anxiety that they're not even going to be able to eat well, and that they're going to need like an emotional support animal. That's what I'm getting. Okay. No, it's not, love. And if you think so, then I'm not the reader for you. Then that's okay. I don't mind. There's so many other readers for you that you could check out. Let's see. What is going on here? That's such a weird observation. Manipulative. How? You see the photos, right? You see? How would you interpret this? Go away. Okay. I mean, you must be a part of my ex's squad. I see you. What's up, Delia? So somebody's lucky and somebody's a hater, which means somebody's got to leave or move out and they need an emotional support animal. And they're having anxiety because they're worried about their situation, or what? They're worried about... I lost the card. Where'd it go? Oh, no. Where you at? Oh, here it is. Okay. What is it? Oh. Yeah, somebody's not going to stop being lucky. You know what I mean? So I guess that's like affecting somebody for some reason. I don't know how or what. Yeah, somebody wants a divorce, or they're... Okay. What the hell? But somebody's hesitating. Okay. So I don't know what's going... Yeah, somebody's having anxiety. Something was done on purpose. It wasn't by accident. Somebody isn't going to stop doing something. Being lucky is what I'm getting. Like, they're achieving something. They're doing well. Something's going well for someone. And this means that... And this could be... Another way of reading this is this is you, collective. Maybe you were in a situation where you had to, like, struggle for a while. You know what I mean? And maybe it had to do with somebody doing something on purpose out of, like, a pride issue. And you only had your emotional support animals to rely on. Or, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's another way of reading this. Like, and I feel like now you're getting lucky. It's fine. Whatever you've been doing since, let's just say, has been paying off. And you're not going to stop doing whatever this is. And I don't think you should, because it's got fortune attached to it, or, you know, good vibes. Yeah. Somebody's hesitating on divorcing somebody because somebody isn't going to stop being lucky. What the hell? Oh, what I posted about Sydney Gottlieb? Yeah, that's like seemingly going viral, kind of. I thought that was interesting. If people are interested in that, I'll make sure to post more about stuff like that. Yeah. So let's see. All right, who, what, why, where, when? What do we need to know about this, please? Yeah, somebody's contemplating something, y'all. Four of Swords. Somebody could have Jupiter in Libra. They're thinking about something. They're resting. They're kind of like trying to heal from something or take it easy and thinking. Maybe evaluating themselves or reevaluating a situation. Okay. The problem is, the obstacle is recovering from a heartbreak or a betrayal or a breakup. Okay. Forgiveness maybe is the problem. So somebody is healing. The problem is forgiveness or recovering from a betrayal, a breakup, or a heartbreak. Okay, deep down. Page of Wands. Deep down, somebody knows they have to take initiative. They have to get out of their shell if they want to come out of the cold. They're going to have to motivate themselves. They're going to have to, or deep down somebody knows that somebody's not going to stop taking initiative or showing leadership and going after their desires. Okay, that's another way of reading it. In the past, there could have been marriage, or there could have been wise counsel here. Maybe an opportunity for something really elevated, spiritually, vibrationally. There was a peer relationship here in the past, maybe. Maybe somebody was a teacher in the past, or they tried to teach somebody something, like high vibrational. Okay. Maybe in the past somebody was taking initiative towards marriage. What's the strength? Or a Taurus could be significant. Okay, so somebody thought the strength was competing with somebody or being dominant over a marriage and taking initiative or something like that. Why? What is this Page of Wands, Hierophant, Queen of Wands in reverse? Knight of Wands, Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, they didn't want to work for a marriage. They just wanted to fast track it. And they used some kind of passionate energy to do so. Wow. Yeah, they invested in this. Yep, they made plans. This is somebody who is never satisfied. Self-indulgent, greedy, hedonistic, arrogant, and disingenuous. They did this to a King of Pentacles. This is what a King of Pentacles invested in. A Queen of Wands in the reverse who doesn't have anything that's merit-making, is a cheat, a lie, a disingenuous, and played on their passionate energy. This was something like impulsive, or they used their confidence maybe, or their gift of gab, or their something like that. They didn't want to work for it though. Something was a lie. It was malicious. It was cruel. Something's coming out about a King of Swords in reverse. This could be a feminine in her masculine energy, or it could be a masculine. This is somebody that is corrupt. Okay, a manipulator. This is somebody that... Thanks so much for the follow, love. Welcome to the tribe. What's up, soul family? I hope this reading is reaching the right peeps, okay? Something's coming out about like a corrupt, like official, or just a manipulator, an ice king, somebody very selfish, dishonest, and cruel. Like somebody could have exploited somebody. This had to do with somebody being in control or knowing where they're going, or this had to do with a trip or a journey, an opportunity. So maybe it's, I don't know. What's this King of Swords? Who's this King of Swords in the reverse? Let's see. Who's this King of Swords reverse? Who's this lovely character here? Somebody's thinking about something. They're thinking about switching up their life or getting divorced, I feel like. But something feels like off about this. I feel like after having a struggle, somebody has worked their way up to some good luck and fortune, and now somebody's rethinking everything. Because something isn't merit making with the Queen of Wands in reverse. Yeah. They're not getting the sudden wealth. I don't know what that's about. Yeah, and they're in their thoughts. Somebody who didn't get some kind of sudden wealth. Okay, give me more on the King of Swords in reverse, please. This could be like a Pisces, a Capricorn, an Aquarius. Possibly. Or somebody who's highly aspected. Give me more on this King of Swords in reverse. Okay. It had to do with a mature woman. Or this could be like an older woman. No, this has to do with a mature woman who's high honor. Who was misjudged. Because something isn't over for someone. Okay. Interesting. In the near future. In the near future, somebody's thinking about a confusing relationship. Two of Cups in the reverse, some kind of unrequited love. They're trying to heal from this or recover from this, or they're reevaluating it. Something very unbalanced, disharmonious, confusing. Okay, maybe a separation they could be thinking of. Somebody, wow, somebody was doing something very sneaky. You know about this if you're this High Priestess in the reverse. Somebody was trying to cheat, lie, steal, or do something, and you could feel it. An Empress in reverse. They wanted to get away with something. A false leader, a false Empress. Somebody that abuses their power. This could be this Queen of Wands in the reverse. The person that didn't want to work for a marriage. They just wanted to secure it, maybe, or some kind of position or status without having to, like, put in effort. So they use some passionate energy to get somebody, to lure somebody in. But somebody's not happy because there's a Ten of Cups here. There's something sincere, emotionally fulfilling, and supportive. Yeah. And where somebody actually does pour in and give effort and recognize somebody's efforts. And yeah, and somebody's depressed. They chose their immature, bad advice, addictive behavior, shifty, manipulative ways over a Ten of Cups. That's sad. Could be dealing with a water sign masculine, a distorted, or a air distorted masculine, or a Pisces, or a fiery feminine distorted. This could be just like what the elements represent. It doesn't technically have to be those signs, you know. Could be the energy they're in, though. Yeah, something was a trickster energy. Something was sabotage or deception here. Yeah, they wanted to steal a Ten of Cups from an Earth Angel. Are you serious? But somebody wants to end this hostility. They want to reconcile. They want to put down this burden. They don't want something to be over, but they're stuck because they left somebody out in the cold and they tried to be excessively controlling, or because of their father, or because they were immature and untrustworthy, or somebody was excessively controlling about these true feelings, this happiness, this kindness, this peace. Okay. Why? Why were they controlling about this love, happiness, and peace? Because you're an Empress? You're a real Empress, not a fake one. And it had to do with the plans you were making together. It would mean that somebody was going to break away from something toxic. Wow. So this is going to be a bad backfire. Or they made a plan to put a block in communication in some kind of way. They wanted to block some kind of action or communication and some kind of romantic offer. Yeah, they wanted to cancel. So maybe this person was going to propose to you and they put a stop to that. It was a canceled celebration because somebody didn't have boundaries because of this passionate energy. This is like a femme fatale black widow. This is definitely somebody who's very well versed in sensual energy. Okay? Not to say that this masculine's innocent at all, because it's like, what the hell? If you're in a relationship, you don't fall for that shit. You're with somebody. You have honor. You honor them. You respect them. Period. Yeah. But apparently that's not what happened here. And they did this to an empress. The hell? What the hell? Well, how are you going to do that? You don't find empresses barely ever. You find them like once in a lifetime, let alone your empress. Maybe it wasn't your empress. Maybe this situation leveled this person up into an empress. I don't know. 10-10 could be significant. So they betrayed you for some kind of money or success or wealth. Thanks so much for the follow-up. Welcome to Soul Tribe, Soul Family. What's up, y'all? So I guess they betrayed, at all costs, somebody wanted to win. So they use passionate energy to lure somebody in. They use money and wealth to get what they want. Yeah, because somebody was taking initiative towards getting married is what it looks like. Yeah, and they wanted to win at all costs. They deemed this a game. Wow. Talk about needing a therapist. Seriously. They wanted to block you in every way. Block your forward movement, block your plans, block your love life, block... They're so jealous because they're not the real empress. Yeah, so somebody misjudged you. You're actually very high honor here and very mature. But they might have tried to project that you were the one that was immature and dishonor. Not worthy, high value or whatever the hell. Yeah. Stupid. Well... somebody was a little slow, I guess. What's the advice? I don't know. Yeah, the advice is the worst is over in the situation. And somebody's healing from heartbreak. And now somebody's stuck. Too much time has passed. And for this 10 of Cups. Yeah, somebody was too controlling. Too immature, too controlling, unyielding, unfeeling, ruthless. Too in their ego. Yeah, they've left. And now... and they left. You left into calmer waters is what I'm getting. And it's because you view this as a dysfunctional family energy. You're like, yo, this family, these people are dysfunctional as hell. I'm gonna go now. Okay, so maybe you got betrayed, but then you realize you had a different perspective, a shift in perspective. You're like, yeah, if people can do this shit to me, they're messed up. Okay, so I'm fine with this decision, actually. Yeah, honestly, when you've been through some shit like this, you would enjoy being single. Because at a certain point, it's just having peace in general. Having some damn peace, man. It's like, if you haven't had peace in a long time, y'all, you pray to be single. It's like all you want is peace in your life, dude. In the environment, external influences here. Oh, thanks so much for the gift, love. I appreciate you. Appreciate your support, you guys. Yeah, Page of Cups, Page of Wands. Maybe somebody has some kids. Maybe somebody has 2 kids. Doesn't have to be, but... yeah, in the environment, there could be some kids. Or there could be just somebody here that is an empath. Wanting to... make a social invitation, take some kind of initiative. This could be somebody that isn't very well seasoned in the sphere of feelings and leadership and emotions and true feelings. That's why they could be coming out as pages. Or in the environment, somebody has some kids. They want to get out of their shell, but they're trapped. Why? Because they need to take accountability for being so slow. That's why. They gotta admit it. They gotta clean up their mess, and they feel rejected, resentful, because they're at a disadvantage. They could be feeling sick. They could be feeling a lack of confidence. They're really depressed. Okay, well, once you get past all that, because I'm sure the collective had to feel all that too, you'll be okay. Okay, you'll be fine. Once you get through that, maybe you should, take notes. Take some notes. You know what I mean? From the Goaty. The Goaty Woady. Okay? For real. Take some notes. Yeah, that's right. Alright, hopes and or fears. Yeah. Somebody walking away. Now that somebody's passionately moving forward, trying to get married or wanting to get married, or that somebody's passionate about their faith, their morals, their beliefs, their views on, a holy love, a holy, they want, I feel like somebody is very determined to have holy love in their life. High status, high morals, high standards. Like, they don't want anything less. It's like, this is an empress. What the frick? Why would they settle for something less? This is not just a prize. This is like a goat. It really is. It's somebody that's going to affect your whole bloodline. Do you know what I mean? In a really good way. Like, it's a blessing in the form of a person. Seriously. And this is somebody that would make a great mother. They could be already a mother. This is somebody that it's like they have a Midas touch. And an empress cannot be with an emperor in reverse, because you're going to fuck her shit up. Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to swear. You're going to F her empire up because you're not in the upright. She can't be having it. And she's your equal, or in this case, your superior, because you need to get your head on straight so you can be in the upright. Because, seriously, this is your equal. This is a boss, too. They don't technically need you. They're not going to be like other women looking for, you to pave their way. No. They need a protector. They need somebody that has high morals, is going to love them and protect them and appreciate them on an emotional and a spiritual level. And they're going to protect their businesses, and they're going to lead these businesses with them. And you have to be extremely trustworthy for that. You can't be worried about your image. You got to be worried about her and your relationship. Seriously. And somebody only cared about themselves because they don't want to change, or they didn't want something to change. And now they don't want something to be over. Maybe I don't know, dude. It's like with this Empress. Yeah, this is crushing ending, but this is a bad backfire is what I'm seeing. This is a backfire. This is what they wanted for you, Empress. They wanted to crush you with what they did to you. And apparently, not only did you not get crushed, but you transmuted that energy like an earth angel. I wouldn't be surprised if you were. And you used it as an energy source to level up into an empress, maybe, or maybe you already were, but you probably have been putting it into some kind of new project or using it in a good way because you're getting luck after misfortune. And I feel like maybe these people had something to do with your temporary misfortune or hardship. You know what I mean? Thank you so much for the gift, love. I appreciate your support very much, y'all. Welcome to the tribe, soul family. What's going on, y'all? So yeah, I'm thinking that something is a canceled celebration because you're on your new beginning. You're innocent too, and like, it's like, yeah, somebody affected your stability. So I don't know this is bad karma for them. They're confused because of these lies, this slander, this gossip, or what somebody said. Maybe they don't remember exactly what was said, or they didn't see you as an empress before. I don't know why. And it was because you had boundaries, because you loved yourself, because of they didn't think, oh wow, this is really manipulative. They didn't think that you were gonna fight for yourself. They thought that you were gonna tolerate certain things. But you love yourself, and you're going to have a 10 of cups. That's what you've always said you wanted. It never changed once. So why did somebody think that they could bully you out of what makes you happy? Wow. Yeah, they jumped on that bandwagon. That's what would have made them happy. They went towards happiness, and happiness was winning at all costs. Bullying you out of your happiness and what makes you happy, your dreams. Wow. Unbelievable. Talk about an emperor in reverse, y'all. But now this person is investigating and seeing that you're getting not only, they're an idiot, okay? Just to put it frankly, y'all. It's like they're really idiotic. I'm just gonna be frank, because it's like you're everybody else could see you as an empress. Why couldn't they? Why were they slow? Like what actually happened here? It's like not that they were. Why couldn't they? Why were they slow? Like what actually happened here? It's like not that they were slow. They just wanted to believe what they wanted to believe. It feels like they didn't fight to not believe it. They didn't fight to not believe it. They didn't try to find every possible other alternative option to consider before disbelieving in you. So part of them, and it had to do with you fighting for yourself and loving yourself before disbelieving in you. So part of them, and it had to do with you fighting for yourself and loving yourself. They were delusional, apparently. They thought they had options, but no. The option that they went with is bad karma. It's nothing that was fated. It's a failure. It's a wrong turn. It's going against the flow of the universe. And it's a bunch of bad karma, misfortune, and bad luck. So, and it's only going to get worse before it gets better. I guess there was a King of Wands who wasn't inspired by a long-term commitment or whatever you were invested in and manifesting. A Queen of Cups in reverse thought this was a bad plan. Or they failed to negotiate with a Queen of Cups in the reverse. So, I don't know. This is like... Yeah, there was an argument about this. And it caused somebody to be in their ego and to just like act out of character and to be... This person could have been being bullied for some of you, but it's like if they're a man and it was your man, that's then their job to protect you and not allow you to... They're supposed to be your pal and be like, the fuck? You're trying to bully my empress? Get the hell back. Okay, you're not allowed in our energy then. Why didn't that happen? Exactly, you're a liability. You can't be with an empress if that didn't happen. If that doesn't happen, you don't belong with an empress, because you're only going to bring down her empire. And it's like she's not looking to be her way to be paved. She's paving her own way, dude. And this is why. You literally proved why this person would never just rely on some dude. Seriously. Because you just proved... God only knows if she wouldn't have paved her own way. What then? And she relied on your ass? Oh, God. Imagine that. They're still attacking you? Oh, God. These people, y'all. I just don't know. I'm still laughing a little bit about Delia, who came in here saying I was manipulating you guys. I mean, you guys saw the cards. What the fuck is wrong with that person? I thought it was funny. I didn't even block her. I really didn't, because I was like, you know what? Keep telling me more. What else do you think I'm doing, Delia? I literally was curious. I was like, wait, what? Anyway, we have Taurus, Libra, heavy on the Taurus. We have Sagittarius. Okay. Hope. Let's see. Scorpio, Aries, Jupiter in Libra, Venus in Cancer, Saturn in Libra, Libra moon, Mercury in Virgo, Sagittarius and Mercury, Venus in Aries, Mars in Leo, Saturn in Pisces, Venus in Scorpios, Virgo sun could be significant, y'all. Okay. So yeah, everyone, that completes the second energy check. How is everybody doing? I'm available for questions. After that, I'm going to do the air sign elemental readings, y'all. So if you are a Libra, an Aquarius, a Gemini, or if you have that in either in your sun, moon, rising, Venus, or north node, or if that's any of your opposite signs, y'all, definitely going to want to stick around. If you're new here, you should know I go really into these readings. So you're going to get a bunch of messages, okay? At this time, I am available for personal readings, so just let me know in the comments if you are interested in that. You will be bumped to priority. Preferably now would be a good time, or after, once I begin a reading, I ask that we do it in between, and you let me know in between if you could, okay? So right now, since I'm not doing anything, that's why I'm mentioning it. I offer the $25 rate only while on live, which is currently, so just let me know in the comments, okay, guys? That being said, is there any questions I can answer for anyone at this time? Let me know. Have I done Earth? I did. I posted part 1 and 2, I believe. You're going to definitely want to check that out. Aw, thank you, love. Thanks, Buck. I appreciate you. What's up, Alan? Welcome to the Soul Tribe. Hey, 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 y'all. What's up, Soul Family? All right, guys. So let's see. Angel number 8989 can be significant. Maybe somebody's born in 89 or 98. Okay. Oh, absolutely, I will post this one. I always post the readings. Don't worry, you guys. Also, if you do resonate with the readings, y'all, just throwing it out there, because after this live, I'm going to be going on the subscribers live. It's only $2.99 for the whole month to join. So if you do want extra additional readings and promos and stuff like that, come join us over there as well. We would love to have you. There's also a free preview you can get just to see if it's for you. So let's see. I did do Earth. We did fire.